I would like to share with you a small topic about IELTS test. Why nowadays a lot of students would like to possess the certificates of IELTS. As you know, nowadays the certificates of IELTS test is more and more popular in our society. More and more high school students have certificates of our test before they graduate from the high school. A lot of university students have a certificate of IELTS with a band 7 or more before they graduate from the university. So let's what let ask a question: why more and more people would like to possess a certificate of IELTS in our society? By the way, there are some reasons I would like to discuss and debate with you. The reason why more and more high school students try to possess a certificate of IELTS test. If you have more reason, please share with us and we can discuss, we can debate together. In my opinion, there are some reasons why high school students like to get a certificate of IELTS. Firstly, if they possess a certificate of IELTS test, honestly, they have more opportunity, they have more chance to get admission from the famous university where they would like to study in the future. Nowadays, most of famous university ask their students to get some standards. And one of these standards is the certificate of IELTS. If students don't have the certificate of IELTS with a band 7 or more, honestly, they find it difficulty to get the admission from the famous universities such as International Economic University, National Economic University, the French University, the Academy of Diplomatics, the Academy of Banking, and more. You know, these university usually ask their students to get the certificates of IELTS if their student possess a certificate of IELTS with band 7 or band 8. Frankly, it's much easier for them to get admitted by these university. You know, when you are a high school student, the biggest target, the biggest target you would like to succeed is uh, to be admitted by your favorite university. You would like to study your favorite major in the favorite university. To be honest, this is the biggest target for every high school. So, if they possess a certificate of IELTS, this dream come true. It means they can get your dream if they possess a certificate of IELTS. This is the reason why they try their best to study IELTS course as soon as possible. Try to join the IELTS test as soon as possible. Try to get the certificates of IELTS with the band 7 or more. More importantly, when they have a certificate of IELTS with the band 7 or more, normally they can speak English very fluently, naturally. They can communicate in English very well, and so they have more chance to get scholarship from the famous university in developed countries. Nowadays, if you would like to go overseas for studying, if your son, your daughter would like to go overseas for studying, the first condition they need to get is the certificate of IELTS. Right. So this is the reason why nowadays the IELTS is very popular, is very available, and is very important and necessary as well for the young generation. Honestly, if you would like to work in the multicultural work environment, if you possess a certificate of IELTS, honestly, you usually get a high opportunity to get a well-paid job in the foreign company. You know, the people who possess the high rank in their IELTS certificate, they are highly appreciated by their boss, their company, and so they have more advantage to get a high position in the company, and they become an important employee in the company. To be honest, this is some reason why nowadays both high school students and university students try their best to study IELTS, try to attend the IELTS test, and try to possess a certificate of IELTS with the band 7 or more. This is something I would like to share with you today, and I hope my sharing support you and and inspire you to study IELTS as soon as possible. Try to get the certificate of IELTS as soon as possible. This is my purpose. This is the what I would like to give you today. Thank you for listening to my story. Goodbye.